Hello everyone, welcome back to my Unreal Engine tutorial series on how to create an open world game. So today I'm going to show you how to spawn dynamically blood splatters or damages on the body of these characters, as you can see in this demonstration. So I'll show you a closer look. I'll turn on the debug camera, and yeah, now as you can see in this guy's arms, and also in I didn't get hit here, so I don't have any damages. So you can see these blood splatters on this character's body. So that's what I'm going to show you today, how to add them in the runtime. And as always, this episode is sponsored by these generous Patreons. Thank you very much for the support you guys are giving me. Alright, so for this one also, I'm going to use the same blood decal part material I created for the blood splatters on the ground. So this is the material that I have used. So this is the way I'm going to use it. So first let's see how it looks on the character. Let's can I add a decal here? Yes, and let's make it smaller like this, and let's attach it to one of the sockets. So what about left hand? Right, and let's apply this material 𝐒𝐚𝐴𝐴𝐴𝐿. Okay, so this is the way it looks on the hand of a character. So let's make it further smaller like this. Okay, yeah, so let's change this to another location. What about right arm? Yeah, that's not visible there, but it is visible here. Okay, so right, so I'm going to dynamically spawn these decals on the actors in order to make them look like damaging. Let's try one. Yeah, now it appears here. Okay, so how can we do that? So I'll delete this decal here, and I already have, let's close them all and start fresh. In my fight on weapon hit, where do I update health? Yeah, right here. So this is where my character getting hit part happens. So to make, I'll clean up this part a little bit, removing unnecessary stuff. Okay, and right, so I'll collapse this part also to get more space. What am I doing here? Yeah, get montage. Yeah, get montage. Okay, but the problem here is, in order to spawn a decal I need a location, but I am not passing any location to this on weapon hit. Actually I am calling this on weapon hit from here in the check hit event, and this is the, yeah, this is the location of the weapon at the time that the other character get hit. And if that location, yeah, I have this get hit point method also, and this is where I spawn impact blood. So if I pass this event to this on weapon hit, not the event, this location, I can spawn a decal there. Also it would be better if I pass this impact blood spawning task into that on weapon hit event, because I feel like that's not relevant here. Anyway, let's first get this decal done. So I'm gonna change this on weapon hit a little bit like this, and I'm going to add a vector here, and I'm gonna name it hit location, and compile. Now I have that hit location here, so I'll pass this get hit point and the hit location to that. Well, I have talked about these methods and how that I have implemented them and everything in my previous videos. You can refer to them if you want, if you don't remember. Alright, now I have this hit location. Now let's go to this on weapon hit. Now I have the hit location here. So then in order to spawn a decal, how to spawn a decal? First I need to look onto that. Here, let's do it like this. After these parts are done, spawn decal attached, right? Let's move them aside for now. And for the size, I'm going to q.1.1.1 and attach to component, and for the component I'm gonna give this mesh, and the point name I need a socket or bone location, bone name. Let's make this snap to target, and lifespan, let's make it 10. It should be in seconds, right? Let's keep it 0 for now. And decal material, I'm gonna give decal mid cal, this one. And how to calculate this attach point name? For that I'm going to use this one. Now let's create let's get a reference to the mesh here and get socket location, and let's get this one also here. So let's create a function, collapse to a function. Let's call it get closest socket, and I'll make it a pure function so that I don't need an execution line. And let's give it an output of a not a vector, it should be in this type. What is this type? A name. Let's call it bone name and plug it here. So now let's implement this function. Get socket, get all socket names here. Does this return bones as well? Do we have a get bone name event? I think this should return all of them. Let's see. And I need a for each loop here. Like this. I'm gonna need to do this. So this is what I'm going to do. Here I need a local variable. So I'm going to calculate the distance from this socket location to this I'll call this one hit location, and I'm going to find the closest bone to this hit location. Then I'm going to spawn that decal attached to this closest socket in inside in here. Okay, like this. Vector length, and here I need to compare this one float let me promote this to a variable, local variable. Let's call it distance, and for the default value I'll put a very high value like this, so that any bone that I initially get will be distance will be less than that, so it will be placed there like this. Just look at me how I do it. Promote to a local variable, just socket, yeah, like this. Branch, if this condition is true, now I need to interchange them like this. If this condition is true, I have to set the closest socket name to the current socket, and and set distance to whatever the value I get here. And after this is completed, I'm going to return this closest socket like this. And I think that's all I have to do. Let's check if that works. No, I don't think it is working. What should be the problem? Maybe let's try giving this location as well, like this here. Then here I have to get the location of that socket again, like this. Get the reference of the mesh and put the socket name, and then as an output, location. Okay, and here I have the location. Let's put it here. I have tried increasing the decal size, and also I set this as to Y rotation to like this, because that's the way I have set up here. So this is for to make the decal look upward, but it's not necessarily applies here, but I just wanted to make it work. And also here it seems if I get some bone like spine or any other spine too, something like that, then I wouldn't get a visible decal mark. So just to test this functionality, let's try hard coding these values without doing this. For each part, let's use this right hand and copy it to this where is it, for this closest socket like this. And now that we can make sure if my method is working or not. Right, as you can see, the decal is spawned in the right hand. On my character and others as well. So right, so now we know that it is visible on the hand. So therefore, instead of getting this all these sockets, let's do it like this. Let me break this one and promote to local variable. I'll call it socket names, and let's put only a selected set of sockets here. For first one, I'll put right hand and also left hand. And what else we should do? Where is right arm here? Right forearm. Yeah, let's put this right forearm also, and similarly left forearm, and also some legs, right leg here, right leg. I'll do this off the screen. Okay, so I have put all these board names, and let's see how it works. Let's attack this guy, and I can already see some damages on his hands like this. Okay, he's getting damaged, and yeah, so this is the effect I wanted. My character is also getting damaged like this. Alright, so that's all I wanted to do for today. Alright, I'll put the updated source code into my Patreon page, and if you like to support my work, you can get the membership of my Patreon club. And see you in the next episode. Goodbye.